There has never been a better time than now to come join the Bellisio Foods team. Bellisio has a new contract in place with plenty of awesome perks for their employees. From increased wages, access to the free health clinic, vacation after 6 months, and much more, Bellisio Foods is committed to putting their employees first. For more information or to apply, visit BellisioFoods.com/careers. Take advantage of these great new employee benefits and join the Bellisio team today. Visit BellisioFoods.com/careers to learn more.
Well, happy Friday!
Happy Friday!
Welcome! Hey, Courtney's here too!
Hi, Courtney!
Hi, guys!
Nice to have you!
Thanks for having me.
Dream team!
Yeah, right? So, and you know what? I got the privilege of going on with Matt downstairs this morning. That was so fun!
Yeah!
So this has been like such a good morning.
I mean, you might as well go home after the show.
I know.
Right? It's all downhill from here.
Call it a day. I mean,
totally fine.
I was sitting downstairs talking to Courtney, and she's like, it's not even 9 o'clock yet.
No, it's it's Friday though, so think about that. Lots of fun stuff going on today and this weekend.
It's a busy weekend.
I mean, we could spend an entire hour letting you know all of the stuff going on this weekend.
Yeah, thankfully a few things happened last night, so that's a few less things that are still coming up. But
correct.
Yeah, busy.
Hey, so the Foothills Arts Festival is underway, and our own James won an award.
Yeah. Woo! Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
I got honorable mention in the professional.
Oh, there you are.
There I am. Honorable mention, professional 2D. Here I got the cut line Pete Wilson wrote for me, so I'm going to read it. Read Pete Wilson's writing to make this official.
Wait, no, his typing, not his writing.
Yeah, it's not his writing. He typed it for me, so I could
wrote it and then he typed it.
Yeah. Total Media Digital Marketing Manager James Hamilton of Oak Hill poses alongside his photograph of a Jackson fireworks display, which won him an Honorable Mention Award at the Foothills Art Festival, which is taking place this weekend at the Parks Edge Event Center. Hamilton was one of 15 Jackson County artists to win awards in this year's competition. Telegram photo by Pete Wilson.
Yay!
Wow, James, we have to get you on some commercials for the radio.
I know.
That was a good radio voice right there.
So I told Courtney, since Pete took this photo of me and it made me show it on the air, that I'm going to show the photo that I took of Pete Wilson last night. So here's Pete Wilson in action.
A picture of Pete taking a picture.
Yep.
Love it.
Pete Wilson in the wild.
Yep. I was tempted to take a picture of them when they were doing their presentation last night. Pete is in the corner just ferociously writing notes.
Aww.
And I was tempted to take a picture of him just in his element.
Very good. Yep, that's Pete doing Pete things.
Yep. And Courtney, if you can show the photo after that one that goes with it of so that's Bob Eisnagel and with Ray Lewis.
Anderson,
I apologize. Ray Lewis is a NFL player.
and our city code enforcement officer.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, Ray Anderson. He's from Canal, Winchester, and that is his watercolor entitled Wreath Shadow, which won first place in the amateur 2D category.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you say reef?
I think that,
Wreath.
Wrath?
Oh, wreath.
Wreath. Yeah, it's like
a wreath you hang on your door.
Yeah. Right.
I was thinking you said reef like with fish in it.
No.
Okay.
No.
I will say this of...
That's cool.
Yeah. I will say this of the winners. They were all like really small, like intimate pieces.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting.
Yes.
But it makes it kind of hard to see what it is in the
photo.
photo.
Hard to see, yeah.
Yeah.
So you should just go and check it out.
So you need to go and see it in person for sure.
That's what I was telling Courtney.
It's
even
free.
After being there for like 2 hours last night, I feel like I need to go back today because it was so crowded with people.
Yes.
That you really didn't get to actually take in the artwork.
Yeah, and you need to, don't go in a hurry. Go with, with a frame of mind that you're going to like literally relax and enjoy yourself there.
Yeah, I mean, there is 240 pieces. I think that's about what it was.
Yeah,
Courtney?
something
I wonder
like
if
that.
I wonder if Pete. 257.
Oh, 257.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So obviously, it's it's difficult to really take in and appreciate all 257 of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, go in. Allow a little bit of time.
The good news is, you can literally go in. You can go twice because it's free
It is
to the public.
You can go 3 times. You could
You can go. You can just
hang out
camp
all
out there.
afternoon
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And like everyone knows, it's in town this year, so when
It
you're
definitely
out
makes it
running
more
errands,
convenient.
you can just pop in and take a look, or
Yeah.
the next day go back and look a little bit more.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, and at Park's Edge. So the
Mhm.
former Ponderosa, if you don't know, it's the easiest way to say where it is.
Yep.
So.
And then I think we have a photo of our Best in Show winner, Courtney.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So this is Best of Show winner Judy Walbecker. Did I say that right?
sounds right.
She's from Chillicothe, and this is Alcohol Inc. entitled "The Callers Within."
Nice.
Again, another small kind of intimate painting.
Yeah.
And of course, there she is with Matt Wilson, who is the president of the Southern Hills Arts Council,
Yes.
who was in here and chatted with us one day last week.
Correct.
And last night he informed me that now that he has done the show, he is no longer nervous to do the show, and he's happy to come back anytime.
Good.
Anytime we would like.
He broke the ice.
Yes.
So I told Matt he is going to have a show at the Marquee in December, I believe. So I told him we will have him back.
Absolutely.
In December.
Maybe he can bring some pieces and
Yeah,
just
or
kind
maybe
of show.
or maybe we'll just go over there.
Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that too.
So I figure we'll see Matt again on the show in December, probably.
Well, I had no doubt in my mind that he would do
Yeah.
a fantastic job. It's just getting over
Oh,
those
yeah.
little
Oh,
nerves.
no,
Yeah.
he was good.
He did
He was
great.
good. Everybody's always nervous to come in here. and
I know.
it's-
I don't understand that.
I think we have one more photo from last night, Courtney.
Yep, most creative.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is the Patricia Ely Award for the most creative, and this is so Patricia has passed away, correct?
Correct.
And this is her sister Sharon.
Daughter.
Excuse me,
Daughter.
I said sister, daughter.
Yes.
Sorry. This is her daughter Sharon Ely, along with Cora Willett, who is Southern Hills Art Council board member.
Correct.
Okay. But the award went to Roger W. Downs of Chillicothe. The piece is called Appalachian Steel Picker, and it is a found object sculpture made of steel, wood, and aluminum. And there were a lot of really interesting small sculptures there last night. I think maybe because it was so much, it was hard to take it all in.
Yeah.
I think that's the one thing that there was a lot of small, intimate things that
Yes.
I said, but also there were a lot of small, interesting sculptures,
Cool.
which I didn't really expect.
So-
And this one is interactive. It's kind of like you might not be able to tell from the picture, but it's kind of like a bird or a duck, so to speak.
Well, okay, because I'm looking at it from
Yeah.
far away, thinking it looks like an octopus, but
Right. No, like you see the little beak up towards the top, like towards Cora.
okay, yeah.
So there's a little pedal that you push, and it asks you to push it, and you push it, and it's the metal in it. Some of it's become rusty and older, so it makes a little noise like the bird is chirping. So it's an interactive piece, lightly and gently. But
That is so cool.
yep. And then there's another piece that's interactive, and it's a kaleidoscope. You look through it, and
I missed that because I
Yeah.
heard
Matt
it
was
was
talking
probably
about
Matt
that.
was talking about it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I'm gonna
yeah.
have to
And
look
one
for
of
that again.
there were 2 of those, and one of them did get an award. I can't remember which one, but it's up on the front too.
Yeah, there's really a lot of stuff. It's a lot. 257 pieces.
I mean, again, that's right here in Jackson. Like, so cool this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's open, 10 to
10 to 7 today and tomorrow.
and then
And
10
then I
to
think
5.
10 to
Noon to
5.
5.
Noon to 5.
Noon to 5 on
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
go
lots of
after
opportunities.
church.
Yeah, go.
Check
And
it out
I mean,
for lunch.
and one of the best things about Park's Edge is that it's pretty handicap friendly.
Yes.
Like, there's no steps or anything. It's all ramps.
Right.
So,
Anyone,
like you
Bring
have
the whole family.
elderly parents or whatever. It's very accommodating.
Cool.
There's also one piece there that was one of my I was in awe over, and it was the bell peppers, and it was
I
done.
didn't see that one either.
It was towards one of the front bays, and it's bell peppers, and it's colored pencil, and they get just the shadowing of it, the seeds, how bell peppers have like just such a
Yeah.
intricate
Mm-hmm.
look to them. I mean, it just looks like bell peppers on the paper, and it's color penciled. It's just amazing.
Wow.
There was one relatively large watercolor painting. It was like a ocean, like seascape beach kind of theme.
Okay.
And it was pretty big. It was probably like 16 by 20 or a little bit bigger.
Right.
I don't know, just seeing you normally think of watercolors as being pretty small,
Yeah.
but seeing a watercolor that big, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really interesting and unique.
I'm going to tell you what, anyone that can paint in watercolor.
Yeah, it's challenging, which, doing it that large, to me, that seems more challenging.
It is. Because watercolor
And
you can't fix.
Take your checkbook or some cash, because if you find a piece you absolutely fall in love with, there are pieces that are for sale, and you can have them on your wall.
That's exactly right. You can take them home with you. Not exactly at that moment, obviously,
Right.
because people
Mhm.
have the right to see them for the weekend. But after that,
Yeah.
take them home.
While we're talking about art, I think Matt said something that made me think about this when he was in the other day, talking about when you're doing like a painting and then like you about have it and then you do something at the end that like mess it up.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys watched the Bob Ross documentary that's on Netflix now
No.
about his estate and everything?
I have not watched
So-
it yet.
So, are you guys familiar with it?
I knew
With
there
Bob Ross?
Well,
Or-
with the story so the documentary is about the controversy surrounding his estate after he died.
Correct. Yeah, because I knew that was controversial.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, but it also follows like his career and stuff like this. And obviously I remember Bob Ross, but I've not sat down to watch the Bob Ross thing since I was a little kid.
Yeah,
And
the
they're
happy little
showing
trees.
One of the things that he would always do, and his producer said that he basically did this just to like mess with them, because the show was recorded all in one take. Like there's no editing or anything like that.
Yeah.
And he had to do it in 27 minutes or however much time they had. Like he had to do the painting in that much time.
Yes.
And he'd get to the end, he'd be done, and there'd be like 90 seconds left, and then he'd just put a big black line down the middle of it and freak the producers out. And then in 90 seconds, he'd turn that into a tree or a waterfall or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And he'd do it every time just to make them panic, to think he wouldn't be able to finish in time.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's a really good show. I recommend checking it out. And maybe don't buy Bob Ross t-shirts, because the people making the money off of it may not be the best people in the world.
Right. That's just very sad. I guess there's a lot of that out there, but it's just a very sad situation.
Well, should we maybe go over
Yeah,
some of the
let's
other winners just
talk
to
about
shout
that.
everybody out? We've
Heck
shown all the
yeah.
photos we had. Pete will have more photos in the paper. I assume it's going to be in Saturday's paper.
I think so.
And I've got some photos I'm going to put online. So we'll get more photos out there. But we've shown all the ones that we have this morning. So we already said Best in Show was Judy Walbecker. The Patricia Ely Award for Most Creative was Roger W. Downs. Professional 2D, first place, Judy Walbecker. Second place, Patrick Sims. Third place, Trevin Wyatt. Professional 3D, first place, Dana Boggs. Second place, Joe Hamilton, no relation. Third place, Rhonda S. Binkley. Amateur 2D, first place, Ray Anderson, who we saw, not to be confused with the NFL player Ray Lewis. Second place, Pamela S. Conley. Third place, Colt McManus. Amateur 3D, first place, Christy Conkle. Second place, Angela Coleman. Third place, Angie Terry. And Youth 2D, first place, Savannah Fout. Second place, Carson Harris. And third place, Hayden Jarvis.
Cool.
Yep. So those are all the place winners. And of course, there's about a dozen honorable mentions on top of that.
Very good.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. There's so much talent in this area, and if you don't take the time to go out and see this weekend, once you get there, you're gonna be like, wow, thank goodness I came, because this is just unbelievable, and artists from all over.
Yeah. And then Pete mentioned that there are 15 people from Jackson County that won, and he did highlight them as well, so I guess we may as well shout them out.
Yeah.
Paul Brown, friend of the show. Matthew Wilson, friend of the show. Bob Eisnagel, friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yours truly.
Best friend of the show.
Best friend of the show. Kathy Gentry. I don't know her, but she should become a friend of the show. Ethan Michael, who is the guitar that we talked about. Really
Ethan,
cool.
Yeah, he's doing like wood burning
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah, there's one piece he has, and it is a like a picture of a man, I think, but it is wood burning, and it is different types of stain. That is amazing too.
Yeah.
To see that done with like a you don't usually see that with woodwork.
Right.
So that was really amazing.
Then continuing with award winners from Jackson County, Colt McManus, Tammy McManus, Dave Wilkie, Jill Neff, Carson Harris, Hayden Jarvis, Audie Witcher, I apologize if I said your name wrong, and Sullivan Potter.
Very good.
Yeah, so congratulations to all of those folks.
Yes.
Talented little county.
Right.
You got it. Very, very good. So, yeah, get out there.
Yeah, get out there
Enjoy.
and see it. It opens in about 40 minutes.
That's right. And, you know, honestly, we're not trying to tell you what to do, but if you head out, I would have to think, like, right at open, you would, it's not going to be as packed as it will be in, like, the evenings or whatever.
Yeah, I would imagine that it'll probably be pretty busy this evening from, like, 5 to 7.
So if you're coming out to eat tonight or whatever, just stop by beforehand or afterwards.
And I don't know, maybe
visit.
Courtney, maybe you know more about this, but they're going to have like some kids activities and things like that.
Yeah, they usually do like some art for kids. I'm not sure what that's going to entail.
I think Matt said there was a scavenger
They're going to
hunt.
do a scavenger hunt
for the kids.
Throughout that'll be fun. They've
And
done
adults.
that. Yeah, they've done that before, where they have to find things and paintings and stuff.
Painting
so
with the
it's
duck
fun.
in it.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
you have to find how many paintings have a duck in them.
Yep.
Hey, that one, the most creative, kind of looked like a duck.
Yeah, there you go. So that was funny. We were like, when Matt was here, he was saying, he used that as an example, and then he's like, oh, I wonder how many paintings there are with ducks in them. That would be funny if there was a million of them.
There's a lot of swans. So Roger Donaldson, who of course from Jackson City Library, he had a photograph of a swan in the show. And then he had another photograph that was hung right next to somebody else's photograph of a swan. Which I thought was funny.
Yeah, that is funny.
So Cora said the Southeastern Ross High School Art Club is coming today for a field trip at 10. So that's really nice. So, it might be too late to plan a field trip this year, but think of that next year if there's any teachers listening or something.
So good. Yeah.
And then children's art will be from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. today, and then Saturday 1 to 3. So if you want to bring your
Cora.
kids,
Thanks,
you can do
Cora.
some art while you look at art.
We appreciate that.
We do.
All right.
So do we want to move from art onto the crime front?
Yeah, I suppose. Wow, there's no good segue to that, is there? So we're just going to go from one to the other. How's that?
All right, let's do it.
So the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is currently searching for an escaped inmate. Yeah, he fled from work detail early Wednesday morning. At 2:57 a.m., inmate Shannon Nichols, who had been working stripping floors, fled the correctional facility through an open garage door. Shut up.
This is just like when we were talking about stealing Honda Civics the other day. Why would you do this?
I don't know.
Nothing good is going to come of you from running away when you're on your prison work detail.
With a black and white striped inmate uniform on. The door was open due to heat and odor from stripping the floors. So there he is. Nichols reportedly ran down Water Street toward Bridge Street, where corrections officers giving chase lost sight of him. He's 39 years old, blue eyes, blonde hair. As you can see, some their neck tattoos there.
Courtney told me the rumor is that he has shaved his goatee.
So if you think about that inmate with less facial hair, kind of take that in.
Probably wearing a shirt that covers up his very distinctive tattoos.
I'm guessing that he ditched the black and white prisoner uniform also. He is 5'9", 160 pounds. He has a sleeve of tattoos on his right arm, as well as tattoos on his left arm, abdomen, chest, and back. Well, everybody has a sleeve of tattoos now, so that doesn't really help. Deputies have been following leads. They went to his mother's home and some other places, but they have not found him. So the Jackson County Sheriff's Office is asking the public that if they see him or know of his whereabouts, please contact them by calling 286-6464. And of course, investigators continue to follow leads in their search to capture Nichols. As of Thursday at noon, he was still evading capture. A warrant for his arrest has been filed. So if you see that dude out and about, don't do anything other than call
don't chase
the police.
Don't chase them down.
Yeah, don't.
But do call the police. Yeah.
Please do call the police, yes.
So I guess we can go back over to fun stuff now.
Let's do fun
We
stuff.
got the crime watch out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's go back over to Parks Edge Event Center / Stockroom 601.
Okay.
Where last night they had the finals for the Stockroom Idol contest.
Ooh, that was last night?
That was last night during the Foothills Art reception. So we had, big crowd. Both events drew a big crowd.
Yeah.
I was running back and forth from both. They're both a lot of fun. So our first place winner was Jared Morris, this gentleman here.
Oh, yeah, Jared.
So he sang 2 songs last night. I heard his second one. He did a Jason Mraz. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he did a Jason Mraz song. Very good. Sounded just like the radio.
Yep.
I heard him
Jared's very
sing
talented.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I heard him sing Unchained Melody.
Oh, really?
And after that, there was no doubt in my mind that he was going to win. He was very good.
Very talented.
Yeah, he's very, very good. But we'll run down the whole top 5. You can show. Here we go. We got confetti. So we're shooting off the confetti when we name the winner.
Oh.
So I'll give us the top 5. First place, Jared Morris. Second place, Michaela Ludwig. That name sounds really familiar. I think she was maybe one of the county fair queens.
I don't know.
If I'm wrong, I apologize, but that name sounded really familiar. Third place, Andrew Hayes. He played guitar. He did like a lot of kind of like old country songs like Johnny Cash and
Like
stuff
classic
like that.
country stuff. Yeah.
And after the show, he posted a little statement online, and it was like really humble, and I thought it was really nice. Like,
Cool.
congratulating everybody else and saying how proud he was to finish third place amongst all these talented people.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really nice.
That's classy.
I agree. Fourth place was Abby Lanhart, and fifth place was Cassidy Thompson. So congratulations to those guys, especially Jared, who was clearly very talented.
Yep, he is actually a somehow related to me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have to remember how that is. We're long lost cousins.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is
interesting.
Uber talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, good kid.
Makes you wish you had a talent
Yeah,
like that.
I didn't get that gene
Yeah.
in any way, shape, or form at all.
Yeah. Well, since you're related, maybe we can get him in here one morning.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
that would be awesome.
That would be
Maybe
awesome.
he'd come in and sing a song for us. Love that.
So we can get a copyright strike on YouTube.
Exactly. Oh, that's funny. That's so true, though.
Yeah.
All right. So weather. I know a lot of you are wondering what the heck's going on for the weekend, and this weather forecast has been all over the place.
Right. I'll tell you how all
Like
over the
ADD
place
weather.
the weather forecast is. When I went to get the graphic for the weather this morning, the weather website is down. So the website's just like, I don't know.
We don't know.
I give up.
Like
I
it
give up.
is. There you go. We crashed the weather website.
Yeah.
But no, it is all over the place. It's been all over the place all week long. So I'm just going to tell you what they're saying at this moment.
Yeah.
Right now.
Okay.
Because tomorrow's forecast is completely different than it was
Mhm.
yesterday and the day before and the day before that. Okay, so today they're calling for partly cloudy skies, rain showers, and a chance of thunderstorms. Chance of precipitation is at 40%. And I think that's kind of in the evening is what they're calling for that as.
Yeah, it's saying nothing until 5 is what it's looking like
all
at
right.
the moment.
Highs today, though, around 82. Rain and thunderstorms overnight tonight, lows of 53. Now, tomorrow, yesterday, they were calling for 100% chance of rain. Today, they're calling for partly cloudy skies, showers, and isolated thunderstorms, and only a 60% chance. And they're calling basically for it to rain, I think, early in the morning and then move out.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Highs, though, tomorrow will be cooler. So if you're coming to our Furry Friends fundraiser tomorrow,
Yeah.
Courtney and I will be there. You have to come see us. It's only going to be high 62 tomorrow. So wear your sweatshirt.
That's good walking weather.
But that's perfect walking weather. It's perfect for the
Especially
doggies.
for the dogs. Yep.
Yep. Because we've had some that have been very, very
Yeah.
hot, and it's rough on them. And then Sunday, just beautiful fall weather, sunny skies, highs of 63.
Yeah.
So again, put on your sweatshirt, go outside.
You know what that weather tonight seems like to me? Great weather to listen to the ball games on the Total Media Radio app.
I love that. Yes.
What a segue. Now,
It is true though.
Yeah.
yeah, give me just a second. I forgot my paper with the games written down on it, so I'm going to have to look them up real quick. But I will tell you what they all are. So, all right, tonight, Wellston versus Meigs. That's a home game. That'll be on the radio, 105.3, of course, on the app as well. Benton County against Nelsonville. I have that written down as a home game, but I was thinking it must be a home game for Benton County. So Benton County and Nelsonville, that's a big game because I believe they're in the same league, and they're all
Yeah.
it's
That's a-
Benton County, Nelsonville, and Athens. I think are all fighting for the.
The championship title.
Well, I think the top. I think they need to be into the top two. I don't know. There's six teams from every conference are going to make the playoffs.
To the
this year.
playoffs. Yeah.
So the good news is I think all of our area schools except for Oak Hill are pretty much a shoe-in for at least one playoff game this
Cool.
year. And then Jackson is on the road at Miami Trace. Again, that's out Washington Courthouse
Yes.
area, which is where they were last week. So Pete and the crew get a drive to Washington Courthouse
again.
2 Fridays in a row. And then Oak Hill is the wild card this week. They are on the road on Saturday at a neutral site. They're playing Portsmouth West, but Portsmouth West's stadium is under construction. So they
Say that
are-
5 times fast.
So they're playing at Lucasville Valley, I think. But that game is Saturday, not Friday night.
That's right, because they had to borrow a stadium. So.
Right. But it will still be on the radio, 97.7.
That's
The
right.
Bull, America's best country.
Yeah.
Took me 2 years to remember all the radio station
Yay!
numbers
You
and
got
I'll
it. You
change
got
it
it.
up on you.
taglines.
So yeah, so you can listen on the app though. So download the Total Media Radio app,
Mhm.
and then you can hear wherever you are
Yeah.
any of those games.
A little behind the scenes baseball. We know Pete and Dan had a little bit of technical issues, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Got them all new equipment,
Yep.
and people were saying last week was the best that they ever sounded.
There you go.
So,
New equipment,
Yeah.
new board, and very, very good.
yeah. So that broadcast should sound great.
Should sound amazing. You are correct on that. So, all right. So events happening this weekend. We talked about the Arts Festival. You
Mhm.
need to get out there.
Yep.
Also, the Oak Hill Area Chamber of Commerce Pumpkin Walk is
Yep.
Saturday.
Tomorrow evening,
Tomorrow evening, beginning around
7 o'clock.
7
yeah.
o'clock. They have some refreshments. You can see all the pumpkins.
Yeah, they're going to have apple cider and
cookies, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they'll
Can't
have
beat that.
contests for all the pumpkins. So
Mhm.
if you want to do a last minute pumpkin decorating,
Which Courtney thinks we should do, apparently.
I think, first off, let me say one thing. Vinton County is away.
Okay, I thought I was wrong.
Yep. I double checked.
Okay.
Ann Ward also let us know that it was away.
Thank you,
Thank you, Ann. She keeps us up. She keeps us in line.
my
She's
toes.
more on the ball than
Man.
we are. And do you want a job?
Yeah, I was going to say, Ann needs to come work here. Keep us all in
You're
line.
the now Facebook producer of the show. Thank you. But yeah, I think Total Media should do a pumpkin carving contest, and we can all vote on who makes the best
Yeah.
pumpkin.
I love
What do you
it.
think?
I would also like to ask our viewers, if you put up Halloween decorations, jack-o'-lanterns or otherwise, send those to us. Send them
Yeah.
on Facebook Messenger. I'd love to show some of the community, even if it's just not yours, if it's your neighbor or whatever, take some pictures of your Halloween decorations, send them in on the show, and we'll show them all.
That's right.
Like the week of Halloween.
We need to showcase people's hard work.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that wouldn't care to decorate for Christmas or whatever, but Halloween, man,
Go
it
all
is
out.
all
on.
out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was reading an article the other day that they say that vintage Halloween decorations are all the rage this year.
Yeah. Have you ever
Which the
eaten-
problem is they are hard to find, obviously. But
Have you ever eaten at what's the crazy grilled cheese restaurant? Melt
Melt. Yes.
Bar. Have you ever eaten
Yeah.
at one of those? They've got they have like vintage decorations for like every holiday up
Yes.
all year round.
Like the old plastic
Yeah.
ones that light
Yeah.
up, but they're all over
yeah,
the
it's
place.
like an Easter bunny, a Santa Claus, and
Yeah.
like a ghost.
Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like an Elvis record or something like that beside it.
Yeah. Their menus are
They're all
old.
they're all old vinyl albums.
Yeah, vinyl album covers. And they've like taped the menu to them.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Place has got a vibe, doesn't it?
It's unique.
Yeah. And then they bring you a grilled cheese sandwich that's the size of
Yeah.
a large pizza.
Well, they call them grilled cheeses, but
It's not.
It's not really. It's
It's
just
not
a
really.
ginormous sandwich
Yeah.
bigger than your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
That sounds
it's vintage.
really good right now.
It's really good. Yeah.
It is good. But yeah, the vintage decorations are cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, send
For
us
sure.
in Facebook Messenger, send us your Halloween decoration photos.
Yes, we would love to see them, and we will show them right here on TV. So
We're talking about things going on this weekend.
Yeah.
If the weather holds up, I'm going to go watch the University of Rio Grande play rugby tomorrow.
What?
Of course, they have introduced a rugby team this year,
how fun!
and I've been wanting to get out there and see it. I think this is maybe the next to last game that they have.
Okay,
So I figured this was the last chance to go.
I
So I'm going to
love
go check
that.
that out.
cool.
And the soccer team Rio Grande soccer team plays tomorrow evening too.
Very good, and they are amazing.
Yeah.
Always have a kick butt soccer team.
Do.
Okay, so one shameless plug for the doggies. Don't forget tomorrow morning, in conjunction with our fun run, we are going to be at 6 Cents Brewing with the Dog Pound, and we are trying to. It's kind of an adoption event.
I can't go to that because I will have to
I
take a dog.
know that's what
I
everyone's
can't-
like.
I can't do
That's
it.
why you have to come.
That's why you
James.
have
I can't
to come.
do it. I can't do
You
it.
have to come. But we're going to have adoptable dogs there. We need volunteers to walk them. So if you are willing and able to donate a little bit of your time tomorrow morning and make a dog's day, that would be fantastic. Also, if you could please bring donations of regular bleach, not the gel kind or the scented kind, just regular bleach, Pine Sol,
Can
and
people just bring like a Walmart gift card or cash
yes,
or something like that?
absolutely.
'Cause
Yes,
I would 100% buy the wrong kind of bleach.
yeah,
I would
absolutely.
much rather just give you $5 or whatever.
Yes, that's totally fine. We'll have treats for the pups. In fact, one of our uber talented kitchen staff, Mel, yesterday made homemade dog treats for the puppies.
Nice.
And we'll have those tomorrow. Also, $10 microchipping. So if you want to bring your dog, please do so. And we'll just have some fun tomorrow. You'll get to meet the pound puppies. They'll get to go on a walk. You can do $10 microchipping and get them some cleaning supplies because they are bursting at the seams right now at the pound. I think all of these COVID dogs are starting to catch up with folks. The rescues are bursting at the seams. Our local people are full, and it's a really sad situation. So if you have it in your heart, come out tomorrow morning. Help our little furry friends.
When you said that the microchips were $10, I wanted to say I thought the COVID vaccine was free.
Yeah, you actually do get the microchip then. Nice.
All right.
That's so true. Okay, so yes.
So, you guys give us a background on what this is, where it came from.
Okay, so our sweet Amanda spent last weekend in Arizona, and when we were talking, I said, I expect something turquoise because, out west they're known for turquoise, whatever. So she brought us back gifts. She brought Courtney and I beautiful bracelets, which was so kind of her. Thank you. But she brought James this. It is Chipotle Chili Dark Chocolate. So we decided that we're going to do a taste test right here. And we're making Courtney do it too.
This is why Courtney is here
this is
morning.
why Courtney's here. Number one, if we choke to death on this chocolate.
So first of all, this is USDA certified organic, non-GMO, direct trade certified, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and vegan. So it has none of the stuff that Courtney doesn't.
So it should be delicious.
So it has none of the stuff in it that Courtney won't eat.
That's true.
Meat. Usually there isn't meat in chocolate.
I was going to say there's typically not meat in chocolate, but...
Okay, so these are it's pretty big.
Oh, it is.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a big wheel.
Yeah, so it looks like it's made to break into pieces.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
There you go.
Oh, gosh. I'm afraid. Is it going to be hot? It smells good.
That smells pretty good. It's dark chocolate too, though, right?
It is dark chocolate.
It is dark chocolate.
Are you ready?
Yep.
As he throws it in his mouth.
It's not hot.
Oh, I thought it was going to be hot.
I think it was going to have a hot aftertaste, but it's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Oh, there it comes. There it comes. I'm getting some heat now.
Oh, yeah.
It took a minute.
Yeah, the heat is all in the aftertaste. It's better than I thought it would be.
It's in the back of the tongue and throat.
It's a very interesting texture.
That's delicious.
Too.
Yeah, it's got a grainy texture to it.
Yeah, that's good. It tastes.
Crunch.
It tastes like it has a crunch to it. And I guess that's the little chili flakes.
I would say it is.
Yeah. But yeah,
that is really good.
It is good.
My problem is I'm not a dark chocolate fan. So if this was like chocolate or milk chocolate, I'd probably be a bigger fan.
Yeah.
But
I will
good, though.
say I expected this to be more like in your face hot.
Me too. So this is kind of like what I think of as like the Mexican hot chocolate. Like they have like Mexican hot chocolate. Very good.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. That would be good to drop one of those like in your coffee.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a little kick.
Yeah. I can see that being good.
or maybe even adding it to your s'mores, because then you'd have like sweet, a
Ooh,
little
and
salty,
spicy.
and a little bit of kick.
I really like that. That's good. Yeah, thanks, Amanda.
Yeah.
Wow, this day is just getting better.
Right?
Started at a 10 and it
just goes up from
just
there.
keep going up.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Jen, I don't know if you're aware of this, but one of your BFFs is in a new movie.
My BFFs?
Michael Myers.
Oh, yeah.
There is a new Halloween
Kills
Is that this weekend?
comes out tonight, and I don't know, maybe Cora's still listening and she can confirm or deny this, but I heard a rumor that Michael Myers might be at Tri-City Theater tomorrow night taking pictures.
What?
And probably causing havoc.
Well,
scaring
then that's
Amanda.
one more reason for me to not be there. No, that's really cool.
Right, yeah, so this is the second movie in this new Halloween series, which is a sequel to Halloween 2, or no, it's a sequel to the original, but ignores Halloween 2, which was the actual sequel to the original,
Yes.
I think.
Oof.
What? How long's it
That
been
hurt my
since there was a
brain.
Halloween movie?
2018.
Remember there was Halloween H2O, and there
That's
was
the one
like,
with Busta Rhymes in it.
yeah, they were at
Yeah,
a
so my favorite
school or something.
Is it? What's the one when Jace or Michael? No, wait. Which one are they in space? That's Halloween, right?
In space?
Yeah.
No.
Or is
there's
that a
not
Jason
Halloween.
movie?
I have no
It's,
idea.
Well,
that's
I
a
don't know.
Jason movie. That,
Maybe.
Jason's in space.
I think when we
Shut
watched.
up.
Have you ever seen that one?
No.
It's hilarious. It's like Star Trek, but with Jason.
No.
And there's like an android, like a Data type character, like from Star Trek.
I can't.
That
No.
like fights Jason. That's a Jason movie, right? That's not
I
a
don't know.
Halloween movie.
I don't know. It's not a Halloween, unless it is, because we watched the Halloween series. We started watching like series during spooky season, which is October. So in 2019 we did Halloween. In 2020 we did all of the Children of the Corn.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like there is a Halloween movie that does not have anything at all to do with Michael Myers.
Well, Halloween
Or Halloween.
2, Michael Myers isn't in. Because Halloween was originally supposed to be like an anthology series, which every movie was different.
Oh.
And so they made Halloween with Michael Myers and was super popular. And then the sequel was a totally different story. And fans were like, well, where's Michael Myers?
Right.
So Halloween 3 is the sequel to the original.
You have,
But then the new Halloween movie,
But then there's the Rob Zombie like whole series,
which is
of
a
those
remake
two.
of Halloween, and
Right.
Halloween 3.
I think you have that backwards. Halloween 1 and 2 have Michael in it. Halloween 3 does
Okay.
not. Halloween 3 is called Halloween 3 Season of
The
the
Witch.
Of the Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Jason X 2001. That's the Jason in Space movie.
That's hilarious.
Good God Almighty! No,
Dude, it's
can't
funny.
even.
It's funny. Then there's also, what's the Freddy Krueger one when he's like,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
yeah, but the one when he's like in the hood. He like goes to the, or is that a Jason movie too? Where he's
No,
like,
that sounds about right.
What?
where
Yeah,
he's
that
like
sounds right.
in the Bronx or whatever.
So Cora did say that she heard Michael might be making an appearance 3:30 to 4:30ish on Saturday.
That's a very
and
specific rumor.
6:30 and 7:30ish on Saturday. But Josh is saying he heard maybe tonight too, but I don't know. I mean, it's Michael Myers. You don't know when he's going to
I know.
So,
Well, it depends on
He's
how many
probably
people
got-
he's killed already
Yeah.
today.
yeah,
Like he needs
depends
to
on how busy
get his
he is.
quota.
Right.
in.
But that's pretty cool
It
for
is
all you
cool.
Michael Myers fans out
So,
there.
how many Halloween movies are there then?
There are
More than 10.
Are there really?
Yeah, well, I mean, there was a whole
13.
series.
Haven't they figured out how to
And
kill
then-
this guy yet?
Well,
There's
they keep
13,
rebooting
12 if you don't count the one that
Doesn't have Michael
Season of the
Myers.
Witch. Yeah.
And how many are Jamie Lee Curtis in?
it. Well, this would be the
Ooh.
4th one that she's in.
Yeah.
She's in the first 2, right?
I think she's in the
But
first
then
two.
I think she's killed.
No, she's in H2O.
She's in H2O.
Okay.
And
I know
she's
that.
in Resurrection, so that's 4. And she's supposed to be in this one. I can't remember if she was she in the 2018 one.
Yeah. Yeah, the
She's been in
2018
a
one
few.
is like
What's it called?
just Halloween. So the
Well-
original one is called Halloween. The first Rob Zombie movie is just called Halloween. And the one that came out in 2018, which brought back Jamie Lee Curtis, is
It's
also
Halloween.
just called Halloween.
And then in 2022, guess what?
Halloween ends.
Halloween ends. It's all over. They're not
Yeah,
doing it
they're
anymore.
not going to make another one after 2022.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a fan of Michael Myers.
Listen, if they
These-
haven't
I don't
figured out how
know.
to kill him by now, they're never going to
and I
figure
don't
it
know
out.
if it's because it was one of the first scary movies. Like I think I watched.
Yeah. Well, it was
And-
Halloween started the like modern horror movie genre
Yeah.
because it came out in like 1979, something like
Yeah,
that.
that sounds
Yeah,
about
so that
right.
predates
Late 70s.
Freddy and Jason and
So, and I think I mentioned this before. So, Friday the 13th, the original one, was on TV not too long ago, and Jamie and I watched it. And
it's slow.
what's his name? Jason is not in it. It's his
oh,
mom.
yo, yeah. No, I
And I'm
thought
like-
you were talking about the first Halloween. Yeah, no, yeah, Jason's not in the first.
And nothing happens in it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a total, like, mind mess.
Mm-hmm.
And then they went on from there and
Right.
made
And
up
then
for lost
eventually
time.
he went to
but-
space.
And then he went to space.
Yeah.
Before.
Watching the original ones, though, is a hoot.
Yeah.
So he went to space before Shatner did.
That is true.
And then the trailer for the new Scream movie. Did you guys see that?
So I have not seen the trailer, and but I did see an article that there was a new Scream movie.
So like David Arquette's
Is everybody
back,
in it?
Courtney Cox, that's
Nev
her name,
Campbell.
right?
Yeah.
Anyone that survived in the originals, I think, are back.
Which is just be basically them.
Yeah, but then it's like a new cast also. So it's like the new ghost, presumably it's a new killer. Like wearing the same outfit is terrorizing like a new generation. Like David Arquette and crew,
because they're like old now.
Yeah, or like come back to like, help them.
Do we have the trailer?
Nah, we'll try to get Josh to come in and we'll do another movie theater. There's a lot of movies out right now. The new James Bond movie came out last weekend, so this is presumably Daniel Craig's final Bond movie, which of course the last one was supposed to be Daniel Craig's last Bond movie, but it kind of flopped, and he's like, I really hate making these movies, but I guess I'll do another one.
I gotta redeem myself here.
I refuse to go out on the worst one.
Yeah.
Which the Scream doesn't come out till next year, right?
It doesn't come out.
Okay,
it doesn't come out soon. I don't know when it does come out.
Yeah, it looks
though.
like 2022 is when it's supposed to be out.
And then Venom, which is like the Spider-Man spin-off movie, is in theaters right now. I feel like there's another big one that's in Addams Family 2.
Oh.
Animated Addams Family movie. I just watched the first one, the one that came out like 2 years ago. The first in this series a couple weeks ago. Way cuter than I thought it would be. I totally wrote it off. I was like, this is not my Addams Family. I'm not gonna watch this because it's like Snoop Dogg is Cousin It. Like what? Why?
Oh, that's awesome.
But it's really funny, and so spoilers. The plot of the 2018 Addams Family is like one of these like HGTV home renovation shows wants to renovate the Addams Family mansion.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
And it's hilarious. So they come in and they just start bulldozing stuff and knocking down walls or whatever. And Gomez is like, stop! It's perfect! don't do anything else. Like he just likes that they just knocked holes in the wall and stuff.
Oh gosh.
So that one's definitely a recommend for me. But the big one that I'm excited for coming out, I think November 14th. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes, that looks really good.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing.
It's a shame that that's not coming out on Halloween, I think.
Correct.
But
I
wouldn't want to compete with Michael Myers on Halloween either.
Correct. If you missed when Josh came in and was talking about different movies and the Vegas convention that they went to, they got to see that.
They showed it at New York Comic Con last weekend. So I feel like I'm the only person that hasn't got to see it yet.
Yeah. But it's going to be really cool.
They finished this movie 2 years ago, and they've been sitting on it.
Yep. It's going to be, if you don't know the whole backstory, it's basically family of one of the original Ghostbusters, and they go back in.
Right. And the film is directed by Jason Reitman, the son of Ivan Reitman, who
did the original.
Directed the original. And of course, the original was co-written by Reitman, Dan Aykroyd, and Harold Ramis. Harold Ramis has, of course, passed away. And the film features around Harold Ramis's characters' children and grandchildren.
Right. They unearth all the old
ghosts that have been dormant for 20 years.
Yeah, and the ghost-busting devices and stuff like that. Yep. So it pays homage to the original movie, which is so cool.
Yeah, Cora says it's awesome, and there's 80s Easter eggs galore.
Stop
Love that.
Teasing us that you've seen it already.
That's right. No, that's really, really cool. So, also, November 7th is a great day for TV because Yellowstone is back.
Ooh.
I think, and I could be wrong on this, I'm pretty sure Ozark comes out on the 7th, too.
Is that on Showtime?
It
is it on
Netflix.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of shows being released, new seasons on the 7th. My mind is just
Speaking of TV shows just wrapping up, last week was the finale of Ted Lasso Season 2.
Okay.
I know it's not your favorite, but
I don't know why I don't like this show. I need to start it again.
Season 2 started
I love
way too slow. I thought the first 5 episodes of this season were not good.
Okay.
The second half of the season really picks it up, and I like where it ends.
My problem is I can turn it on and I instantly fall asleep. I don't know.
It's probably all the British accents. They always make me tired.
Is that what it is?
Lulls me to sleep.
I'm like, I can't stay awake to watch it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
love
then-
Ted Lasso.
I thought that this week was the final episode of Only Murders in the Building, the Steve Martin Short show.
Which I need to watch that
Twist.
too.
There's apparently another episode, so
Yeah.
I guess next week is the finale.
Oh. I need to get Hulu because I don't have Hulu.
Yeah.
Do you have a suspect, James? Who you think it
Well,
is?
they keep making you think who it is, and I think every time that they make you think it's somebody, I just well, that's definitely a red herring,
Right.
and then it kind of is and it kind of isn't. So I don't know.
I don't know either, except at the beginning, there's that little old lady walking her pug, and I'm
Yeah,
like, what
you
if
think
it's
an
that
old
lady? And it's
Yeah.
like a cartoon. It's not even it's just a little
Yeah,
opening
I don't know.
segment.
But that
maybe
show's
it's that
really-
lady.
Okay.
That's a
I have to
fun
watch
show.
it.
because it's it's a lot like Clue, because it's like a funny murder mystery.
But it was funny, I was in Columbus the other day and Amanda had brought that show up and then you guys were talking about it, and when I was in Columbus visiting an old friend the other day, she just rando, she's like, have you seen blah blah blah? And I was like, no, but you're like the 5th person that's
Yeah.
asked me that, so evidently
Yeah.
we need to watch it.
Yeah, it's good. It's unique. It's funny. Everyone in it is good. I mean, it's it's
Steve Martin. How
Yeah.
can you go wrong?
Right.
what was the
And Martin
Steve?
Short.
Oh, we were talking
Three
about
Amigos.
we were talking about Norm Macdonald when he passed recently, and so when he was on Saturday Night Live, he did Weekend Update solo by himself, and they told this story that Lauren Michaels, the producer of Saturday Night Live, wanted Norm to have a female co-host like all the local evening news shows have.
Yes.
And he didn't want to. Norm wanted to do it by himself.
Yes.
And so Steve Martin was the guest host on SNL that week. And Laura Michaels thinks Steve Martin's just the greatest comedic genius of all time. And Norm's telling this story. He's like, what you may not know is that Steve Martin is really grumpy. And he's like, so Lauren Michaels asked Steve Martin, he's like, yo, don't you think Norm should have a female co-host? And Steve Martin's like, I think that's a stupid idea. And that's how Norm got to do
By himself.
Weekend Update by himself.
Because of Steve Martin.
Thank God it was
Because
Steve Martin, was there that
grumpy.
day. So good.
He's quite the banjo player too.
Yeah.
Steve Martin.
Was the something Canyon Boys is his band.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, have you ever seen his band?
No.
They're really good. They're legitimately good. And I mean, I think they were an existing bluegrass band that he just kind of joined. I don't think he put them together. But there's this really funny interview with him on I don't know. I think it was one of the NPR music stations or shows or whatever. And he's like, people come up to me and ask, because they've won Grammys and stuff for bluegrass. And so he's like, young musicians come up to me and they say we really want to do music that's more interesting and things like that, but people only want to hear the covers or whatever. What did you do that was allowed you to do the kind of music that you wanted to and still be successful with it?
Right.
He's like, well, my advice is to be extremely famous for something else. And then you can do whatever you want.
That's about right.
Truth. So true. That's good. At least he's honest about it.
No, but they are legitimately good. It's something Canyon Boys or something like that. Oh, hold on. Give me a second. I'll tell you for sure.
That's so funny. I found a article.
The
Kinda
Steep Canyon Rangers.
The Steep Canyon.
Steep Canyon Rangers. Yeah, so look
Rangers.
them up on YouTube. They are good.
That's awesome. I love that. There's an article here. We can go over it, but it'll take a minute. But it's the 7 haunted hotels across the U.S. that you can actually go and stay at and be a guest.
Is there one close to
Lafayette
us?
and Marietta. That's a haunted one.
Is it?
Oh,
No,
yeah. It's
they
a
don't.
beautiful old hotel.
Yes,
you guys
it
ever been
is,
through
but-
there?
It is beautiful, But no, I did not know it was haunted.
The what's the one in Point Pleasant? Has ghost stories as well.
Oh, I don't know.
Or maybe that one's the Lafayette, and the one in Marietta is called something. No.
No, that's just the Mothman.
Yeah, the Lowell Hotel. That's the one in Point Pleasant.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's got ghost stories too.
This is let's see. So, I mean, of course, the number one is. Do you know the name of it?
I only know those two local ones. Oh, The Shining.
Do you know?
That's a real hotel?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you know where it is? What it's called?
As soon as you say it, I'm going to go, yep, that's right.
Yeah. It is actually in Estes Park, Colorado. It's called the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah, that's in Colorado.
Colorado. And
so was the exterior and the interior of the film shot there?
I think so. Stephen King actually wrote The Shining after he stayed at that hotel.
Okay.
So he actually was a guest at the hotel. And prices for one night at the Stanley Hotel start at $319.
Well, it costs $319 to stay at a Holiday Inn in Cincinnati now.
Pretty much.
I say that's
joking.
a steal.
I mean, you are definitely not joking about that. Guests can specifically book a stay at one of the hotel's spirited rooms, including the Stephen King suite, which is room 217. The ghost hunters have a favorite room there. It's room 401, and supposedly other haunted rooms are 407 and 428. The cost to stay in a spirited room starts at $499 a night. Which, again, you can't find a hotel in Cincinnati for less than that.
If that's your thing, staying in a haunted hotel, and the hotel is going to be your, weekend getaway.
Then you're going to pay, you may as well stay in a spirited room.
Have stayed in a spirited room, not seen a spirit, and then complained to management about it.
I say a lot. And I got ripped off.
Yeah.
Right.
We got a tour of that. The one in Marietta, we got a tour, a haunted tour of it, and they showed us all the really fancy suites and with the fancy balconies and everything. But then they took us down into the basement. It's freaking creepy down there.
Yeah, I'll bet.
That is such a beautiful hotel.
Yes.
Marietta in general,
it is very
downtown
lovely.
area is so beautiful.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been there, I do recommend it.
Ask for a spirited room.
Yeah.
You can do spirited night tours at the Stanley Hotel for $28 per person also. So
that's a
seems
deal.
like that's a pretty good deal. There's also the Union Station Hotel in Nashville. And they say a broken-hearted young woman from the World War II era named Abigail is said to haunt the hotel's room 711.
Does it come with a slush sheet? Or a big gulp, or what do they have at 7-Eleven?
A slush puppy.
That kind of made me sad, though, when you said broken-hearted.
I know.
Just broken-hearted the rest of, eternity? That's sad.
They say, rest assured, hotel staff says Abigail does no harm, and rather than be afraid, guests should embrace her presence and enjoy her company.
Like moaning
that's-
Myrtle.
She's...
Is that her name?
Yeah,
From
Harry Potter. Yeah.
She just cries all the time. She's so sad.
But I feel so sorry for her. You're right. She's
sad.
stuck
girl,
in this.
We need to sit down and get through this.
Somebody needs to help this girl out.
Yeah, can Casper help her
night.
get to the finish her unfinished business or whatever?
Yeah.
Girls' night, some wine, ice cream.
Right.
We'll get that girl straight.
Braid her hair, help her out. Yeah, I agree. Then there's the 1886 Crescent Hotel and Spa in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. There's a ghost tour website that you can do, and they have hundreds of tales of paranormal experiences that have happened in the hotel. And they also have, you can stay in Michael's room, room 218, which is said to be the most paranormally active room in the hotel, and their most requested room as well. I'm looking to see if there's any close to us. The Myrtles Plantation, Louisiana. Hotel Galvez and Spa in Galveston, Texas. I think there's 2 in Texas. The Marshall House in Savannah, Georgia. Ooh, that would be fun. Savannah seems like a really cool
That picture's in Georgia? Looks like
No,
Florida.
that is the one in Galveston, Texas.
Oh.
Which it does
I
not
didn't
look
know
like
there-
Texas.
Yeah, I didn't know there were palm
There's
trees
palm
in
trees
Texas.
in Texas.
Probably just put them there for the fancy hotel, I guess.
Evidently, yes. The Savannah Hotel, they say their ghosts are very friendly. Rumors and reports include guests seeing ghosts in hallways and foyers, hearing children running down the long, narrow hall late at night, faucets turning on by themselves, and much more.
I mean, I got a leaky faucet. Does that count as turning itself on?
A drippy faucet? No, I don't think that counts. And then the Hotel Galvez, the one in Texas, they're saying the hotel has several ghosts, including the lovelorn lady
Ooh.
and a nun, Sister Catherine, who died alongside 90 orphans in a hurricane in 1900, which also killed thousands more people in Galveston.
The lovelorn lady.
The lovelorn lady
Is
and
that
Sister
Is
Catherine.
that the one with Ben Affleck in the first, or not Ben Affleck?
James is done.
Ben
Tapped
Affleck.
out.
Gosh,
All right, well, James tries to think who he's talking about. Okay, if you stay in one
Dan
of those hotels.
Aykroyd.
Dan
Dan
Aykroyd.
Aykroyd. Ben
Where did you
Affleck.
get Ben Affleck?
Don't know. Don't know. I'm done. Okay. I think we're done. Can't
Put a
remember.
fork in him.
So if you stay in one of those hotels, are you sleeping? Personally, like,
Depends
are you
on if
gonna
that
go
ghost
to
is
sleep?
hollering at.
Or are you gonna
at
stay
you or
up
not.
and just wait for something to happen all night long?
I feel like kind of like you would just be waiting for because if
just
you're
like laying in bed, just like
because if you specifically request a room, you're wanting for something
Right, you
to
don't wanna
happen
sleep through
Yeah.
it.
to have that experience. So yeah,
you don't
But
want to
it's like
sleep through
Santa
it, or
Claus.
you don't
If
want
you
to
stay
be.
up, you don't see Santa, or Santa doesn't come, or whatever.
I feel like if you go to sleep, you don't want to miss it, or if you go to sleep, you don't want to be woke up by somebody tickling your feet.
well
or-
that's the thing. I mean, like
Is
if
that
you
what
wake up
ghosts
and there's like a
do?
ghost right here.
Is that what ghost hotels do? They just tickle your feet in the middle of the night.
pull the blanket off of you.
That's why you don't let your foot hang out the side of your blanket. The ghost don't tickle your foot.
You like
That's right.
swaddle yourself so that
Nobody can get you.
You
all
the
that's stuck out
the
is, like,
ghost
your
can't
eyeballs.
get you if your foot's not hanging out from your blanket.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like I would really. Or you could stay up all night and then you're delirious and you just start hallucinating
You
and
just start
seeing
seeing
things.
things,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Oh, this place is really haunted! Yay!"
But you're really just delirious. You
Yeah.
just stayed up all night.
Take some mushrooms.
There you go.
Don't do
Some
drugs.
peyote in the desert.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes. Crack is whack. All right.
I just have to say that Amanda commented on here, and she said, "I was a brave little girl today because I don't like dark chocolate or hot things." So,
You go, girl. That's right. And thank you, Amanda,
Yeah.
for the chocolate.
Thank you
It's
again.
lovely. Yes. All right. Did we make it through?
I think we made it.
I think we should stop while we're at it.
We're going to go put a fork in James and be done with this for the day. But no, don't forget all the events going on this weekend. Stop by the Marquee, see the Bob Icenoggle exhibit, go out to the Foothills Art Festival,
Walk a dog.
walk dogs at the
Get you
brewery.
something to eat. Go see a movie.
That's
oh my gosh!
right.
Go see
Pumpkin
the
walk.
pumpkins.
Music at Stockroom Saturday night.
It goes
Bill
on and on
Donaldson.
and on.
Yeah,
There's
I mean,
A
so
million
much
things
to do.
Yep. And then Halloween weekend.
Isn't the Lake Hope fall foliage thing is Saturday?
No,
too?
oh, that is out of Lake Catherine.
Lake Catherine.
Yeah, they're doing a tree identification walk, which is really cool too.
It's never ending.
Never ending.
That's
And
awesome.
keep your eyes out for Shannon Nichols.
Yes.
Oh yes,
He's probably going to be at some of these events. If you see a suspicious character at the Lake
Identifying
Catherine
trees.
fall foliage walk,
Somebody walks in with a black and white jumpsuit on. Maybe call the sheriff.
I told you we should have got out here.
Yeah, we should. Man, we should have cut our losses about 2 minutes ago.
Sorry, I didn't push the button in time.
No. Also, don't forget, we'll be letting you know about this Halloween weekend. There is a ton of stuff going on here too, in the city of Jackson. So we'll let you know about some fun things going on there too,
Absolutely.
for adults and kids. So,
Yep.
All right. Have a great day, everyone. We appreciate you, and enjoy your weekend. Get out and about because there's a million things to do. And we're going to put James to bed.
Sending him home right away.
Speaking of being delirious.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a good weekend.